Looking for cheap and reliable Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins? Head on over to u4gm.com, Madden NFL 21 coins, and use code SPORTS for 5% off your order.
What's up, guys? Duke back here from sportsgamers.com, and I got a great Madden 21 tip for you guys today. Are you guys having trouble scoring touchdowns in the red zone? Well, the red zone is always the most difficult place to score in any year of Madden because the coverage gets tighter and it's just harder to fit passes in. So I'm about to break down a money concept that's going to allow you guys to easily score touchdowns in the red zone and stop having to settle for field goals, man. I promise you guys, when you're converting touchdowns in the red zone, that's what's going to win games. It's a huge part of Madden, and I'm about to show you guys the best way to do that just now. So, I'm in the Carolina book on offense. Really, though, this is something you can do in a lot of playbooks. I like their bunch offset, but a lot of shotgun bunches this year, just regular bunches, have the play I'm about to show you guys, and it is the mesh post, one of my favorite plays used in the red zone. So if this play, I like to have my best two receivers in the bunch side, in the slot, and then the outside bunch receiver. And then otherwise, I'm going to put my, probably my worst receiver right here. I could really even use my backup tight end, but whatever, as the outside receiver, okay? So the way we're going to set this up, we're going to have reads for pretty much any coverage out there. So we're going to start with cover 4 and just kind of like go from there. Now I'm going to move the ball into the red zone, and when we're talking about the red zone in Madden, we really want to focus on inside the 10-yard line, because when you're still, like, I know in real life it's really, starts at the 20, but when you're at the 15, even 20-yard line in Madden, you can pretty much use the same concepts that you've used up and down the field. But once we get to, say, inside the 10, like the 8-yard line or so, it's harder to, complete passes because the windows are a lot tighter. So what are we going to do to counteract this? Well, you always do want to have your bunch side of the formation on the wide side of the field. Now, before I show you guys my setup for this play, I do want to remind you guys to please subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe button in the corner of the video if you're liking our content. We upload videos every day, tips and gameplays. You're going to want to make sure you hit your notification bell icon as well. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss out when our videos go live. And if you're really rocking me, smash that like button. The support is very much appreciated. Helps us out a lot. Now, in the meantime, if you want to get better at Madden 21, check out sportsgamers.com. We have the best Madden 21 tips and ebooks. Whether you're looking for offensive or defensive help, we got you guys covered at great prices as well. So, what do I like about this play? Well, first of all, the running back right out of the backfield is very, very hard to guard in the red zone or really anywhere in the field. So we're going to put this outside receiver over here on an out. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to curl my slot receiver and my outside receiver. And then the final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to send my outside receiver in motion, snap the ball. Once he gets to, say, about, 3 steps in motion to the sideline, I'm going to snap the ball just like this. So my first read is always this running back out of the backfield, because he's going to be open every single time. Because what's going to end up happening, and I'm going to do it for you guys again so you can check it out, but basically that player that's supposed to be checking him is going to go out and look at our out route to our tight end, our receiver over there. That's going to leave an opening in that soft spot. Look at it again. See how it's just like bam, boom, low ball, and you possession catch it. Now, in order to make sure you get this animation every time, you do need to low ball it and you do need to possession catch it. But what happens is this this linebacker, he drops out on that out route. So now we get in between the numbers, really, and those safeties and the linebacker hook zones, they just do not guard this. You're going to be able to low ball, possession catch this every single time in the end zone for an easy dot. I mean, this is not a hard ball to catch. It's just a simple possession catch, and we got this all day long. Okay? Now, that's not the only read we have here. That's going to be something that the defense always has to play, because whether they're in cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, that's getting open. But the curls are also really, really important as well. So we motion this guy to the outside, and what that does is that just creates kind of a little pocket to throw the low ball curl to him as well. So the reason why that works is because we have a flat that pulls, as you guys can see here, the flat zone defender down, and then the curl just sits down right underneath the deep zone, and once again, it's an easy low ball catch for a touchdown. Right here, we basically just low ball it. We click on possession catch. That's an easy touchdown right there. And that's something we can get all day long. Again, it's just a low ball, possession catch. You guys can see, easy catch for a touchdown right here. Like I said, it's very, very easy. We'll be able to get that off pretty much all day long here. In between all those defenders, I can do it again. But the great thing about it is, if they do say they play Odell, overload on Odell, we have Jarvis Landry sitting in the slot that we could throw a low ball curl to him as well. But obviously, you guys can see here, Beckham's open again. That's an easy dot. Now, you might be wondering, well, what if they just drop back on the curl and they don't really play? You're out or flat, right? Well, honestly, guys, even if they do have a cloud, it's still going to get underneath it. You just have to time it right. See, bam, the cloud's not going to defend it. Even if they do have a cloud flat, you can throw that curl. But also, guys, remember, flat routes are really effective on this year's game. So you might want to also just consider throwing to the tight end flat route himself, because he's going to get you solid yardage. If you see them dropping back like that, you can just throw it, rack catch it. And I mean, I got down to about the 1 yard line there. So that's something very easy you can do as well. Now let's switch the defense up to cover 2, so you guys can take a look at this. So again, first things first, I'm always looking at that running back out of the backfield. And I do look at that tight end flat route pretty quickly, because if he's open, I want to hit him quick as well. But as you guys can see, different hook zones, they might play it a bit differently. Like the cover 2 hook zones play it a bit differently than they do out of cover 2. Cover 2 plays it differently than cover 3 or cover 4. But still, it's just all about finding that little pocket. And once you get that pocket, low ball it, possession catch it, it's a touchdown. And I can promise you guys that you will get this down. You just need to basically master the timing of this. And it's a really, really easy read. It's not difficult at all. It just will take a little bit of time in practice mode, getting down how to throw it on each specific defense you're going to face. Now, again, if they're in cover 2, that's not our only read. That's the first read, and I do like to look at that first, and I also look at the flat. But if I don't like either of those reads, I'm going back to the curls. So you guys can see here, again, the curl and the back of the end zone that time was open. We're going to take a look at that one more time. The back of the end zone curl was going to be a low ball. Same thing as the outside curl. It's just a low ball. So let's do that again. This is cover 2. You guys can see, got our back turned. We just throw it in there. Very, very easy. As soon as I see that defender has his back turned to us, I know he's not going to react. I mean, it's just something you have to trust. You guys will probably be like, well, that's a dangerous throw, but I promise you guys, he cannot do anything with his back turned to us. We can just low ball this, possession catch it, and we're in there every time. Just to show you guys that that's not fluke, and that is something that's very consistent, I'm going to do it again. So again, I'm just out routing this outside receiver. Make sure I have my 2 curls on the bunch side. Now just motion the outside curl 2 to 3 steps, snap the ball. And look, as soon as I see him turn his back, low ball, he's not going to react. Okay? Now, what about cover 3? Okay, same thing here, cover 3. Again, first read, always running back out of the backfield. If you don't like the running back, then you want to look in the flat into the curls. But, I mean, generally speaking, the running back, as you guys can see, they're not stopping that, right? Very easy read. And again, if they do end up covering him, what a lot of people might do, they might just man the running back up. Doing this over and over again is just man the running back up at the backfield, which is fine. And we're still in cover 3. But honestly, if you have a good receiving running back, he oftentimes will beat his defender on the break. But once again, because we have the flat and the 2 curls, it doesn't really matter. Like right here, if I see that you're just not playing the flat, even in the red zone, I'm going to throw it right in the flat. Even if I don't score, I'm down at the 1 yard line. At this point, I can just pound it in. Okay, guys, so if they do make an adjustment to take your flat away, what you're going to need to do is hit the curl. So if they do play a hard flat or whatever the case, and you don't like your read, to the curl is the read. So if you don't like the flat, okay, that's fine. Bam. You're gonna take the flat away, we're gonna throw the curl every time. Okay, guys, so maybe they do some adjustments to where they take away the flat. They have a hard flat over there. Maybe they man up the running back still. And at this point, you have to go to the curls. So again, if they're going to take that away, guarantee you that one of the curls is going to be open, because they can't use or guard both curls. Like here, they set down on the underneath curl. So in the slot, they got underneath the curl in the slot. I threw it to the outside curl. Now, if they were to do something different, let's go ahead and play cover 3 again. Same adjustments. Maybe they go ahead and take this guy. And let's man this guy up right here to kind of simulate him being guarded. So let's say that they take him away, and then they have the flat guarded as well.
In that case, that's why we have the curl in the slot. So again, if their user has to guard 2 curls, they're gonna be in a bind because obviously, you can only guard one at a time, and then we'll just hit whichever one you don't guard. So that's why I really, really love this concept, man. When you have the flat work with the running back and then also the curls that you can low ball, it's very, very difficult to stop in the red zone. It's gonna attack any coverage very well because even if they just want to straight man you up, you can throw the low ball curl to either one of those guys, and then also if you notice they're in man, you can do other man beating routes too. So very, very good play in the red zone. It also attacks the blitz well because the routes are quick, and a blitz is not really gonna be able to get to us before we can get the ball off, at least in the flats. So hope you guys enjoy this tip. Should improve your red zone game. It's Duke. I'll see y'all next time.